And we are right in the middle of finals week for many college students across the country as well as here in North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, but to help make the grade, a new study shows a startling number of students are misusing prescription drugs to get that extra edge. WNCN's Eileen Park has the story.
College, one of the most rewarding but stressful periods of our lives. And to a student, there's no scarier week than finals week. How you do with that one test can make or break a GPA.
Pretty stressed.
A lot riding on these finals, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
So much riding on one grade has led to some students taking desperate measures.
It's a performance enhancer.
Alan Obar is a psychiatrist at UNC Chapel Hill, and he's talking about students misusing ADHD medication like Adderall. Adderall can give people an edge, like studying longer and concentrating better, which makes it so appealing to college students who don't have ADHD.
If you're competing in an academic environment to be able to perform, and you have all these other people that you're competing with, and some of those individuals have access to a medication that makes them focus more or allows them to be able to stay up for 36 hours without needing sleep, in the short run, they may do better.
Are UNC students misusing prescription ADHD medication?
Yes. And it's not just UNC students.
According to a study by the Coalition to Prevent ADHD Medication Misuse, 75% of students believe some of their peers have used ADHD prescription stimulants illegally.
We know nationwide there is a misuse.
Teresa Maitland knows all too well just how many students become desperate during finals week. She is the senior ADHD LD specialist at UNC.
For some people, it can actually be very detrimental. It can bring out bigger emotional issues that they didn't know they had.
As a college student, GPA is kind of stamped across your forehead.
Sarah Salinas is a sophomore at UNC, as well as a reporter for the Daily Tar Heel. She investigated Adderall use on campus and discovered there's a large black market for it. She profiled a student she calls Amy and says Amy sells regularly to 3 people on campus and that other students approach her to buy Adderall for any number of reasons.
It's being used illegally, but part of the reason it's so difficult to track and so difficult to sanction as a violation of the honor code or as a criminal offense is because you have to take all these steps to get from a legal substance that is used illegally very, across the board to something that's used illicitly.
For students using it legally, like Barnett Frank, a doctoral student at UNC diagnosed with ADD, they're worried for their peers.
I honestly think it's dangerous, and I mean, just from my understanding of the actual pharmaceutical, it's an amphetamine. That is a class 1 drug. It can be dangerous, so I would not misuse it.
What are the consequences of misusing these prescription drugs?
You're ultimately going to end up having to pay the piper at some point. Can you use it even if it's not prescribed and possibly do better on your exam or perform in a very highly intense time and not have any side effects? Yes, but you're also laying down a pattern of behavior that may ultimately get you into trouble later on.
Trouble later in life, he says, because it creates a habit of taking shortcuts in school and in life. In Chapel Hill, Eileen Park, WNCN News.
And we want to mention Eileen also reached out to other area schools, including Duke. They passed on our interview request. And NC State could not get us an interview in time for this broadcast. Everything you need to know about Adderall and other stimulant medications being misused by students is up on our website right now on WNCN.com.